There have been many memories here at Globe Life Park over the years. A lot of those coming from a guy by the name of Josh Hamilton, one of the greatest Texas Rangers of all time. Although his tenure here was short, he made such an impact on some of the greatest teams this organization has ever seen. What he did on the field was only a part of his career and life story, but what came off of the field from him had such an impact on family, friends, and even the fans of the Texas Rangers.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2019 inductee into the Texas Rangers Baseball Hall of Fame, Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton was nowhere close to perfect, and he would be the first to tell you that. His play on the field, however, was near perfect. The former AL MVP and five-time All-Star had all the tools it took to be an all-around baseball player. He was a part of some of the best teams this franchise has ever seen in 2010 and 2011 when they went to the World Series.
Josh Hamilton is probably like my all-time favorite Rangers player. Probably one of the best Ranger players, taking it back to 2010, 2011, when he pretty much took us to the World Series. He's basically a five-tool player. You know, he has incredible arm strength, power, speed, hit for average, and fielding.
In the midst of those years, it was also Hamilton's darkest years off the field. He dealt with addiction, both in the form of drugs and alcohol. Everyone knew about this because he was so open about it. He thought the only way to have victory over these addictions was to tell people, so that he could receive help and be held accountable towards being sober. Hamilton's actions during this time spoke to many people in ways that encouraged them and lifted them out of their own problems. Because of this, his impact with his family, friends, and fans was often greater off of the field than it was on the field. Yes, even if he was considered one of the greatest to ever play America's pastime, the game of baseball. Earlier this year, the Texas Rangers honored the former outfielder by inducting him into the club's Hall of Fame. He prepared and gave a long, heartfelt speech thanking everyone involved for his achievements, whether they were on or off of the field. He delivered thank yous to many people, including his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, his family, teammates, friends, and the fans. Speaking of Rangers fans, they gave a loud, deserved reception they have been waiting to give that day.
It was really cool to hear the reception he got from Rangers fans, because I think it's a reception that Rangers fans have been wanting to give him for a few years, you know, especially since he last played in 2015.
He had never been back to the stadium since that last game, and no one had heard from him either, so that reception meant that much more. So what has he been doing? What has Josh Hamilton been up to for the last 4 years?
I think he's just being a dad. I think he's spending time. He's got some land in College Station, spending time there. He's got a girlfriend. I think he's in a really good place socially, getting to be with his daughters, and they were there at the ceremony, which I know is really special for Josh because only one of them really remembered Josh as a player, and so they got to experience that. I think he's helping out with girls softball with his daughters, but other than that, he's probably hunting, doing outdoor stuff, and just being a dad. And I think that's really all he needs to be happy at this point.
It's so unfortunate that injuries shortened his career. He could have easily played a few more years. It didn't matter to him, though. What matters more is his family and his faith, and he's certainly taking care of that full-time these days.
I miss playing the game. I miss everything that goes along with the game. People, it's hard for people to understand. Yeah, we get to play a game for a living. It's something we love. We're compensated well for it. There's a lot of sacrifice with it. You're away from your family a lot. So I just remember why I decided to be done, and that was to be dad, to be around, and to have it's more of an important role. And I've said it before, you know, my girls needed me more than I needed baseball. I'd had enough baseball.
Congratulations to Josh Hamilton for being inducted to the Rangers Hall of Fame. We all wish him and his family the best of luck moving forward.
Since I was done. So I forgot how the grass looks, the smells, and I forgot how maybe loud y'all can get. I'm not sure. You still got it. Thank you.
Josh Hamilton.